You see the text. We're bringing it straight away. The Meat Locker's back as we take our 18-6 lifetime record into this week's pay-per-view. We're fresh off another successful parlay fillet. Thank you, Magomed and Kalaev and Cyril Gahn for clutching us another fillet, bringing our fillet record to a respectable 4-1. But it's simply beef in this one. Real quick, though, shout out to John Morrow, Paul Anthony Serwold. Appreciate you grilling and chilling with the boys. But if you're new here, smash that subscribe button because we're trying to hit 260 subs before UFC 260 coming up soon. So you see the text. We got Contender Series and City Kickboxing product. Carlos Ulberg taking on Kennedy Nzechukwu. Ulberg is making his debut with his teammates Kai Kara-France and obviously Izzy in this one. And Ulberg is fascinating because rarely do we see a fighter making their debut with such few MMA experience, let alone on a huge pay-per-view. But he joins legendary names in debuts with minimal experience, being in the company of BJ Penn, Brock Lesnar, and CM Punk. Ulberg, though, has an extensive kickboxing background, comes in with a lot of hype in this matchup versus another Contender Series prospect in Kennedy Nzechukwu. It's a cool matchup because Kennedy was also undefeated in making his debut, though had a tall order debuting against a guy like the Bear Jew Paul Craig, who ultimately spoiled the undefeated fighter's debut with a third-round submission. Kennedy rebounded well, though, with a nice win over Darko Stosic, although the Croatian Stosic is someone who has been underperforming in the UFC so far, and we think Kennedy might be due, however, for the skewer in this one against Carlos Ulberg. So I know you're super bullish on Carlos Ulbeef. What do you love about his game, and why do you think Kennedy Nzechukwu becomes Kennedy Nzechukwu in our 25th Meat Locker?
Yeah, no, I'm super bullish on this Carlos guy. This kid is an absolute killer. I mean, he's undefeated. He's at the top of kickboxing level, and he also trains out of City Kickboxing, and we all know who trains there. That is Israel Adesanya, who's also on this card, which is another amazing fighter, kickboxer. And this guy and Izzy, they go head to head, and Izzy in an interview even goes, "This is the only guy I have an issue with when I spar in the gym," and that speaks enough of itself. And as you saw on him on the Contender Series, he absolutely flatlined his opponent. Just takes a one hit. This guy is an animal. He's chiseled like a Greek god. He's getting the finish, going no farther than first round.
Yeah, and Ulberg is very fascinating. I mean, this is a dude who beat 3 dudes in one night back in the kickboxing days, and he turned down The Bachelor in order to pursue a career in fighting. So it takes some sort of savage to walk away from the competition known as The Bachelor in order to get in fistfights. So we'll be throwing down 92.51 at minus 245 Ulberg odds. It's going to net 37.76 and should hopefully yield our 19th successful Meat Locker because we're back in the green via the Parlay Fillet, but we're trying to get these meat locks back on track for sure. So you have Ulberg in the first round. Any last thoughts on this absolute meat lock?
No, it looks like Tapology 71% going with Ulberg too with the Meat Boys. I feel like at a minus 245, that's pretty juicy to be honest to understand the level of this guy and the way Israel Adesanya hypes him up. I mean, and the performances that I've seen online and live. I think this guy really is the real deal. I'm pretty bullish on him, so I'm super pumped to see him perform. I think he's going to get it done, just like Tapology. Majority are knockout TKO. I'm going with first round. I think this guy is just way too strong, too good. He's a huge monster.
100%. We're both easily going with Ulberg in this one, so take it to the grill and get the bill.